everyone, welcome back to monthly Gundam news. Is this a monthly Gundam show now? Either way, I've been very, very busy with my life lately. I'm also up to the climax of my anime, and I just haven't had time to do YouTube lately. Anyway, so our top story today, long-term fans of this channel might know that this show used to mainly exist to deliver updates about Gundam Breaker Mobile. And Gundam Breaker Mobile, while it existed, had a short-lived anime called Gundam Breaker Battlogue. It had like 5 episodes, and the most important thing that happened in this anime was that Misa Satsukino from Gundam Breaker 3 was taken out of that game and put into Gundam Breaker Mobile. Anyway, out of nowhere, there's now this interesting sequel book thing. And it's on Kickstarter. So our main story this month is, ironically enough, Gundam Breaker Mobile yet again. Does anyone remember this game? Does anyone miss it fondly? I'm sure I do. Well, anyway, sadly, even though the game is still dead, and so is any money you ever spent on it, recently some weirdness is creeping out of the old Gundam Breaker Mobile grave, and as usual, it's asking for more money. So for like the past 3 years now, Legendary Pictures, the same team behind the good enough American Godzilla films, has been slowly producing an American-style Netflix Gundam movie. Hopefully, they will get it right. To this day, they've only released one shot of the Gundam, and the Gundam they showed looks way more unicorn than like 0079, but nevertheless, Netflix finally got it right with live-action One Piece, so maybe they can finally break their trend and start making good live-action anime American movies. The curse might finally be lifted, and yeah, my hope that the Netflix Gundam movie might be good has gone up by a whole 3%. Now, in the meantime, this Legendary deal has gotten even more expansive, and apparently this now indicates that Legendary could, if they want to, make some additional Gundam spin-off products as long as they can pay for them, which it doesn't seem like they can actually do, but damn it, I guess they're going to try to do so anyway. Henceforth, out of nowhere, they've announced this US-Japan collab of Gundam Battlogue, the sequel novel, a graphic novel. Now, for those who didn't see it, Gundam Battlogue was the short-lived web anime. It was mostly just a 2-hour commercial for promoting Gundam Breaker Mobile. It sold some awesome new gunpla, like my personal favorite was like the Goof Crimson. These were designs based on the game, but also they were designs highlighted in this anime. And yes, the biggest accomplishment of this anime was it rescued fan-favorite nerd girl protagonist Misa Satsukino from the death prison of Gundam Breaker 3 and neatly lifeboated her and her storyline into Gundam Breaker Mobile, and what an excellent rescue it was. Not only did we get Misa back, but we got her in anime form to boot, and god damn it, I love me some Misa. But anyway, Battlogue definitely kept Gundam Breaker Mobile alive for another month with the money it brought in, the tie-in content it created. And so yeah, Legendary has decided to dig up this dead horse and beat this dead game for one more time to see if they can get any money out of us. Because as we all remember, this game died because it was too expensive to keep it on the server, and yeah, so now they're digging it up one more time to get this continuation of Battlogue, and they're trying to do it through Kickstarter. So this is an all or nothing Kickstarter. They just need $80,000 to publish this one-shot sequel book, and right now they're sitting just shy above 40,000. Well, that's great. Now, honestly, I thought the story was so absolutely absurd and unusual. It had to be a prank. It had to be a scam. Like, why would an American company be selling a sequel to a canceled Japanese video game? It made no sense to me, but I looked into it. Apparently, it's legit. Despite being legit, no one's really that excited about or that talking about it. But apparently, this is actually par for the course with Legendary Studios, as they've done this before with some of their other properties like Dune and Godzilla. And it's weird because this is a big company, and it's less of them like doing the thing where a small company will try to use Kickstarter to, validate themselves and show that people want to help them succeed. In this case, it's the opposite. It's a very large company using Kickstarter to validate whether or not people will actually even buy the shit they want to sell. So that's a little bit shady, but anyway, as far as I can tell, this is a real book and it contains a real story. The story that it tells was probably the planned out story of Gundam Battlogue Season 2 that never got produced because Gundam Breaker Mobile is dead. Now, if Gundam Breaker Mobile still existed, I bet Sunrise would have animated the story, but that's just not the way it happened. So they have this perfectly good unused script sitting around, and they decide to pass the script forward into this book. And according to the description, some cool-ass Japanese-American comic book artists will draw out the script in comic book form, or so I'm being told. Now, I'm going to put my money where my mouth is right now because the campaign has exactly 2 weeks left to finish as of today, and damn it, Misa Satsukino must be rescued again from purgatory. Japanese nerds got her to live on in Gundam Breaker Mobile, and now it's our chance to keep Misa alive one more time, keep this teenage girl alive by funding her damn Kickstarter book. Now, I'm going to be real, there's only 3 tiers that matter with this Kickstarter book. $15 gives you a PDF digital, iPad version of the book. $40 is the real actual book. I'd say this is the best option for most everyone, although $40 is kind of pricey for a book. But hey, it's Gundam, what are you going to do? And at $75 or $100, you get the book plus a bunch of random extra junky trinkets. Those actually do not look great to me. They look like stickers. They definitely do not look like they're $60 worth of stickers. Anyway, personally, I'm kind of disappointed with this tier because, yeah, this is garbage. Like, I was kind of hoping there'd be like a tier that came with model kits or a DVD, like a DVD of the original Battlogue anime. I would have been totally down for that. Or I still want some of the models from like the Battlogue line. I would be totally down with getting the Groove Crimson or the Black RX-79. Anyway, then after that, there's 2 retail tires for $100 and $250, where you get either 5 copies of the book at half price or 5 copies of the book and the stickers at half price. These are clearly intended for bookshop owners who want to sell copies of the book. And then lastly, at $500, you get an extra custom page of Gundam commission art of your original Gundam from Gundam Breaker Mobile. They're only offering out 15 of these, so I hope these actually get included in the book, because that would be pretty righteous for everyone to see some of the best Gundams in Gundam Breaker history. And finally, there is the $1,000 tier in which your main character gets a cameo in the book. Ugh, maybe I should do this. Maybe I should spend $1,000 to be historically in the same fictional space as Misa Satsukino forever. Yeah, maybe I should do it, but I'm broke. But yeah, maybe I should do it. Yeah, fuck it, I'm gonna do it. Me and Misa will be together forever. Yeah, Misa and me forever for 100 years. Oh, breaking news. Whoa, wait, what? Breaking news? I don't do breaking news on this show. Oh, okay, so, it's dead. Lol, it's canceled. It's done. They just pulled the plug on it. This Kickstarter is done. Apparently, in the, 4 days it took me to vet that this Kickstarter was a real product, get hyped up about it, make this video, and finally put money down on it. Minutes before I was about to finish and publish out this video, it's gone. It's just gone. Damn it, the world was not ready for an American-only sequel novel to a Japanese mini-anime designed to promote a mobile phone game that no longer exists. Oh, what horrible timing. Ha 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 ha. Okay, on to other things that have also been canceled. So, Gundam Evolution. That game's almost dead, but they added the Zeta Gundam to it. Yep, there was a dead game called Gundam Evolution. It also can't afford its server fees. And it released its final in-game mobile suit, the long-awaited Zeta Gundam, foretold by the previous established Zeta supporting suits in the game of the Methus and the Marasai. Maybe they should have launched the Zeta at launch, so it could have fought the Methus and the Marasai, but better late than never, I guess. I still gotta say, Gundam Evolution is very tragic. It's getting canceled 1 year into its development, and since the game's launch, they've only added 9 units, heavy arms from Gundam Wing, the Gundam Hyperion? No one wanted that. Full armor unicorn, Dozel Zaku, okay, that's cool as a melee Zaku option, the Mahiru to fight the Turn A, the Nu to fight the Sazabi, and the Dynamiz because this game kinda is really kind of angled towards sniper units, so the Dynamiz makes sense. Oh, and lastly, they add the Susanoo to fight the Exia, and lastly, they just add the Zeta, which I already talked about. Now, I'm wondering if I should still dust off this game and play it one more time before it dies forever, and part of me really wants to just to see how far it's come, but then I'm worried that, if I like the game and it's dead, I'll just be bummed out about that. So, once again, if anyone wants me to play Gundam Evolution one more time, leave a comment. and I will think about dusting it off before it dies. Next Gundam news, Kunio Okawara revealed real-type Gundam colors for the Justice and the Freedom Gundam. Yeah, he dropped some brand new real-type Gundam designs for these Seed mobile suits because Seed is having a resurgence lately. Now, someone online has pointed out that these real-type colors seem to directly be based on contemporary Japanese military aircraft, and that's sensible. It's way better than like the fucking Justice Gundam being like bright pink where everyone can see it in space and in the sky. Anyway, that's enough about that. Next up, new IBO frame. So yeah, here's a new IBO frame. It's hilarious. It looks like a big fat lady in a big fat dress. So yeah, there's a new IBO frame that was announced for some reason. I guess just because they're trying to fill out the IBO MSV entries. So this is the Gundam Murmur, and it's a feminine looking suit with this ridiculous giant box cutter funnel array on its back. And yeah, it's also got a big caboose over here. Now, it's very non-aerodynamic, and it gives off a vibe similar to like something from like Gothic Made, but anyway, on top of that, it's like apparently piloted by a distant ancestor of McGillis Farid from 300 years ago, a woman named Mackie, and that's weird because Mackie was McGillis' nickname. And so yeah, there's your IBO reference inside of your IBO reference. Anyway, despite how crazy this thing looks, like, I think this design is kind of getting a disservice from its line art because the line art is just kind of insane. Like, the actual, like, videos of the suit make it look really cool because the box cutters just fly around on wires in 0G. I guess this design is probably impractical in gravity, but it's nice to see them continuing the weird IBO tradition of Gundams based on giant hardware tools. That's just still happening. I wonder if we'll ever get like a giant paint roller Gundam one of these days. Alright, lastly, toy maker Mega House has apparently signed a new deal to make Gundam merch, and one of the first things coming out of that deal is a brand new 7-inch long model of the Nahel Argama from Gundam Unicorn. Now this cost close to $100, but it is a big deal because it's the most realistic and properly proportioned version of the Nahel Argama ever made. Like, look at the previous toy. This thing looks all chibi and weird. Anyway, if you ever wanted a Nahel Argama, this is probably the best one ever made, so consider that. Rounding out the day, we have some light G-Witch news, as unfortunately Witch from Mercury is slowly fading into a distant memory. The DVDs of Season 2 have just come out in Japan, so that's a thing if you want them and you're in Japan. And more interestingly, more G-Witch figures are on the way. Mega House, once again, they have a deal to release Gundam merch right now, so they're apparently planning on releasing an entire line of action figures based on every single character from Witch from Mercury in various lazy poses that they use in the anime. So now you can have your own Nika in your own basement dungeon for 3 months, or maybe you can send her to jail because Nika just has to constantly be in prison somewhere. But yeah, anyway, that's all the news that's fit to print. I gotta get back to working on my own anime. I'll see you guys later. Good night.